collection of reactions to Jim Harbaugh landing spots.
10 years, $125 million, and you are a god. I hate Michigan, but I know exactly what I would do if I were him.
He brought Michigan back to the top of CFB. As a lifelong Michigan fan, I don't want him to go, but I would be very surprised if he didn't leave after this season. You couldn't ask for a better ending, and we have our next head coach lined up. I really do think he's gone.
Yeah, it's a storybook ending for his time at Michigan. Just hope he decides soon, so we can see who leaves from the staff and stabilize Cruton.
Cruton is pretty much wrapped up for the 2024 class. Still plenty of portal stuff to be done, I think. Michigan's biggest impacts will be if JJ and Edwards decide to come back or not.
I think JJ should declare. Unless runs the table again, at least through the B1G season and wins the conference, his body of work isn't really improving. I also think playing another minimum 13 games puts too many variables into play regarding injuries, just bad play, another couple of games like Penn State where he basically sat for a half because Penn State couldn't do anything against the defense. His stock will likely never be higher than today.
I keep saying this. I like JJ, he might not be an NFL QB. But his best chance is to go in this year's draft. Because he only stands to lose more than gain playing another year of college football.
Seriously, 15-0 to a national championship at your alma mater to put the school over 1,000 all-time wins is as perfect as it gets. Even if they ran it back and got another title, it won't have the magic accomplishing this, through controversy, has had. Expectations are going to be almost insurmountable. Granted, it's college, and if you're a big-name school that can bring in recruits, you'll end up pretty fine. It just seems like he's done what he came to Michigan to do. The logical step is to head back to the pros and see if you can finally get over the hump there. Especially after all of the shit that went down with the Niners towards the end of things.
Getting another championship after the playoffs go to the 12-team format is going to be absolutely brutal. Especially with all schools competing for talent via NIL. I'm not complaining about nil, but I doubt anyone can maintain being a juggernaut for an extended period of time like Alabama used to.
It'll be the same teams that we have seen competing for the national championship once we get to the Final Four. Talent gap in college is too high, 12-team is going to be blowout city.
The way he's being open about the NCAA investigations and player empowerment makes me think he's gone. I think he's just done with the NCAA.
As a lifelong Wolverines fan, he has nothing left to prove. There were 3 objectives for Harbaugh: beat TTDS, get to the playoff, and, finally, win a championship. He's now done all 3. This Michigan team should go down in history. The only thing he can do now is rehash the past, and that always has the danger of backfiring. Let him ride off to the NFL and give the reins to Moore. He's re-established that the Wolverines are one of the premier CFB programs, as they should be. That's the only thing a Michigan man should aim to do.
He's been to a Super Bowl and a college championship. It's time for a World Series.
I think Washington is the dark horse. Loads of cap space, good draft pick, would be an easy spot for his family, can essentially mold the team as he sees fit.
The Bears, seeing what could be the best coaching availability list of the last 2 decades and doubling down on Eberflus, who will be fired this time next year, is classic Bears.
Hey Jim, you want to come to a dumpster fire of an organization? Nah. Okay, cool.
Right now, I view Jim Harbaugh as a cheater. However, if he were to go to my team, I would do mental gymnastics and demonstrate cognitive dissonance to prove he isn't a cheater. Excuses I will use include: well, everyone was doing it, he just got caught. He didn't actually do it, it was just Connor Stallion, bro. We have to focus on more important things, like Benghazi, bro.
As a Raiders fan, I don't have to do any mental gymnastics to get around Harbaugh being a cheater, I can just embrace it.